Peace and love, Uncle Jasineb, Nefera Baka. Today will be a great day. Every day will be a great day. I give honors and praise to all. And I love myself. Whew. Sprinkling right now. I wanted to find a really good setting, background, I should say, to do this, but, we're under construction still. Dang it, this is super dark. Anyway, my word is God in action. I love myself in all conditions. I'm grateful. I love myself. I love my life. I'm the pure embodiment of power. Let's see. It is important for me to choose words which bring a flash of fulfillment of my demands. My word is my wand, filled with magic and power. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. I have the magic purse of the spirit. As money goes out, immediately money comes in under grace and perfect ways. I see it always crammed, jammed with money. I see it bulging with abundance. I feel my wallet heavy with money. There's no truth in lack or limitation. Happiness and health must be earned by absolute control of the emotional nature. Power moves, yet is never moved. I now let go of worn out conditions and worn out things. Divine order is established in my mind, body, and affairs. The four winds of success now blow to me my own. From north, south, east, and west comes my endless good. The Christ in me is risen. I now fulfill my destiny. Endless good now comes to me in endless ways. I clap my cymbals and rejoice, for Jehovah goes before me, making clear, easy, and successful my way. I give thanks for my whirlwind success. Infinite Spirit opened the way for my great abundance. I am an irresistible magnet for all that belongs to me by divine right. I am awake to my good and gathering the harvest of endless opportunities. I am harmonious, poised, and magnetic. My power is God's power and is irresistible. Divine order is now established in my mind, body, and affairs. I see clearly and act quickly, and my greatest expectations come to pass in a miraculous way. There is no competition on the spiritual plane. What is rightfully mine is given me under grace. I banish the past and now live in the wonderful now where happy surprises come to me each day. I have a magical work in a magical way. I give magical service for magical pay. All thoughts seeks to express itself in action. All thought seeks to materialize itself in objective form. The tide of destiny has turned and everything comes my way. There are no lost opportunities in divine mind. As one door shut, another door open. Everything in the universe, visible and invisible, is working to bring me my own. Right. Got through that. So those are my affirmations, my daily affirmations. I say those every day. I might have missed yesterday, forgot to say them yesterday, but we back in that thing. We good. Vibration is vibration. Yeah, this is excellent. I'm super grateful for Louise Hay and Abraham Hicks. Aligning myself with those teachers, those energies. Super grateful because those practices have been working very well. Very, very, very well. So, here's what I've learned about myself recently. This is amazing. So I've let go of something. And the way the energy kept telling me was I severed a tie. Like I let something go and the bond with it isn't as strong. It's still there, of course, but it's not as strong. So I severed the bond. I let something go. Right now, in my past, I now know that in my past, every time I would let something go, I would associate the feeling of letting go or releasing something with pain. So with what I recently observed last night, I observed a visual of me letting go of some energy. Well, as this is happening, my self-awareness is ever present. So I'm like, all right, I'm letting something go. So I know the pain is coming, so there's got to be some tears. There got to be some this, some that. So I'm like in my mind processing how I'm gonna respond to the stimuli. And as I let this as the energy was released, I didn't associate the feeling with pain. I thought I was, and like a part of me attempted to associate the letting go, the release, with pain, but it wasn't painful. It actually was. It felt really good, and I started thinking about like how letting things go is actually really good. It's releasing. Like if I'm carrying something that's really heavy, as soon as I release that thing that's really heavy, I feel better. That's the importance of letting go. And though I may not know right now why I would associate letting things go with fear in my past, I'm fully aware that when I'm letting things go, this is the background I want to see. But I'm fully aware that letting things go is a great thing, man. Releasing energy, it's always a great thing. That's kind of what the body does anyway, is you take things in and you let them go. That's what we got the excretory system for. You know? But I actually feel really good. I feel really good. I feel great. You know? Look at my skin. Skin's glowing. I feel great. I got a lot of blood on my skin. You know? Let me see. Yeah. Oh, bright. Anyway. So yeah, I feel really good, man. Letting that energy go. Letting it spread its wings. If we want to put it like that. But yeah. Getting back on topic, man. I didn't associate my release with pain, and I associated it with just being what it is. I didn't even associate the release with pleasure at first. However, after I processed everything, the dopamine kicked in, and it was just pleasure. Like I just let that thing go. I let this certain energy in me go. And that energy is, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Now, I for years, I wondered what that phrase meant. I did research to try and understand it, you know, and yesterday, because the universe was like basically screaming it out at me that I can't have my cake and eat it too, what that means is, what the phrase "you can't have your cake and eat it too" means is that you can't have two mutually exclusive things, good things, at the same time. For example, a simple example. Let's say you're flipping a coin, right? And if it lands on heads, then you get $1 million. But if it lands on tails, you get $4 million. You know. But you can only pick one option. You can't have both. It's either going to be the 1 million for heads or the 4 million for tails. You see, you can't have both. That's all that you can't have your cake and eat it too means. You can't have two great things at once. And I know now that I used to struggle in the past with indecision, being very indecisive. So my way of coping with the indecisiveness was just doing what I can to experience the two mutually exclusive things. I just be like, well, I want both. I don't want to make a decision of either or. I want both. But guess what? You can't have your cake and eat it too. So I always had to make a choice. And that's what energy I realized I let go of, is that energy of indecision. The energy of, I gotta have two things that's mutually exclusive. I just can't do that. I can't do that. Like if I want to go to China on Monday at 5 p.m. and then at 7 p.m. I want to be in Australia, Or even if I want to be in both places at the same time, I can't do both at the same time. I can't. Even though I may have the opportunity. But I understand it now. Can't have your cake and eat it too. There may be two really good options. And option A of a really good option might be behind door number 1, and door number 1 may take me all the way to the east. And option B may be a really good option, but it might be behind door number 2, and door number 2 lead me all the way to the west. But I can't be in east and west at the same time. I can only do one or the other. So one of them I gotta let go of. And that's what I've been teaching. That's what I taught myself. That's what I'm aware of now. And it happened the way the universe showed me this is, I was at my friend's house and he was playing this song by Nice and Smooth called You Can't Have Your Cake and Eat It Too. And it was on repeat. And I was like, all right, universe, you telling me something. And as you know, as I'm over there, I'm getting a computer from my homeboy. He's giving me his computer with a controller so I could play games on there if I wanted to. And, you know, I can do a lot of stuff on there. Plus, I got he gave me a lot of kits to make music. So I got FL Studio and Virtual DJ and Magic Music Maker. So he wanted to give me the computer so I can make beats on there, and we can work together a little bit. I'll work together. But man, it's interesting how that happened, and analyzing me letting go of that part of myself, the trying to experience two extremes at once, playing the fence as we could say. I'm really glad that I can let that go. I'm really glad that I understand it, and I let that go. I release that. Because I understand that energy of trying to have two things at once that aren't related. But we want both of them at the same time. They don't interfere with each other. But, you know, they just can't be experienced at the same time. They can't. And that's where I'm at, you know. So I appreciate the journey. I'm grateful. I'm aware. I appreciate all the growth. The clarity, the authenticity, the understanding. You know, I'm grateful. Hey, do I want to ride all the way? I know it's gonna rain. Do I want to ride all the way to Walgreens or CVS? Maybe I do. Maybe not. Might get me some exercise today. Gotta enjoy one thing at a time, man. I'm committed. And I'm grateful. Peace and love.